In this video, we will show you how to replace your AC condenser on this Lincoln Navigator. This will be located in your engine compartment along the front of the vehicle. Let's get into it. Okay friends, let's get started on the job. The first thing that I need to mention is it's extremely important to make sure that you have a professional evacuate the AC system. There's two ports on this. One right out in the open. The second one is located under this area. Once the trained professional evacuates the AC system, you can continue. Remove your jack handle. We'll set this aside. Now we can start removing the forward trim panel from the area. On this, you're going to find that you have several push clips. For the push clip, you can easily remove these using a small screwdriver or pick. We'll start by removing the center from this. Once you have the center popped up out of place, it should be unlocked, and you can continue removing the rest of the push clip. We'll use a trim tool for this and pop it right out of there. Give it a quick inspection, set it aside, remove all others. Once you remove all 8 push pins from the front of the trim panel, you'll find that you have 2 more along the back side. Remove the trim panel, set it aside. Now that we have that trim panel out of the way, we have clear access to the mounts for our radiator. You'll find for each of them there's one 10mm headed bolt holding it in place. Remove that bolt and the mount. We'll give this a quick inspection, set it aside, do the same to the other. Now that we have both those mounts off there, you can tell that we can move the radiator around. After you've done that, we'll continue on to removing each of the AC lines from the AC condenser. For each line, you'll have one 13mm headed nut holding it in place. Remove each of the nuts and then the lines from the AC condenser. Quickly inspect that hardware, set it aside because you will be reusing it. Grab onto that AC line, give it a wiggle, and remove it from the AC condenser. Remove that line as well. After you have each of those lines dislodged from the AC condenser, we're going to continue on to removing each of the mounting points for the AC condenser. On these, you'll find that you have one 10mm headed bolt holding them in place. Remove each of the mounts, give them a quick inspection, make sure that the rubber's still in good condition. Now we can reach down in here, grab onto that AC condenser, give it a little wiggle, and remove it from the vehicle. There it is, friends. Now that we have the AC condenser out of the vehicle, let's continue on to removing each of our air deflectors. On these, you'll find that you have 4 tabs holding them in place. We'll use our trim tool and pop them out. You want to make sure that each of these tabs are still in good condition because we will be transferring each of these over to the new AC condenser. Now we'll do the same to the other one. Now we can transfer this over. Align each of your tabs, making sure that you do not damage any of the fins on your brand new AC condenser. Once you feel as though you have them aligned with a proper hole, continue on by pressing it into the locked position. Double check to make sure it's secure. Do the same to the other. Now that we have each of those on there, we're going to continue on to our 2 AC line mounting studs. For these, you'll find that you have a 5mm head that you can use a socket to install them. We'll start each of these into the AC condenser and snug them up. Right there, I can feel as though it bottomed out. Just take it a little bit further to make sure it's nice and snug. Let's get over to the vehicle. Now, before we put this into the vehicle, it's important to make sure that you add 1 ounce of PAG oil to the AC system. We're going to come right inside the top port here, adding 1 ounce of PAG oil. Once you've done this, let's have a look at those lines. Now, looking at each of the lines, you'll find that you have a rubber seal, or O-ring, making its way around the tip. Remove that rubber O-ring and replace it with a brand new one. We'll give that a quick inspection, set it aside. With that off of there, we'll wipe down the line, give it a close inspection to make sure there's no damage, and then replace that O-ring. We'll slide it right into place. Once you have it on there, continue on by lubricating that O-ring with a little bit of that brand new fresh PAG oil. Make our way around here. With this line fully lubricated, I'll do the exact same thing to the other. All right, friends, let's get ready to install that brand new AC condenser. As we slide this into position, pay very close attention to make sure you don't damage any of the fins on the condenser or on your radiator. Now that we've done that, let's continue on to our 2 upper mounts. We'll get those into position, start in each of the mounting bolts, snug them up. Once they're snug, torque them to 80 inch-pounds. Now let's move along to each of our AC lines. We'll get them into position, start on the mounting nuts, snug them up, and then torque each of those nuts to 71 inch-pounds. Now that we have that line done, let's continue on to the top line. Same process. Install it, snug it up, torque it to 71 inch-pounds. Now it's time to remount our radiator. Take each of your mounts, put it over the top locating tab on the radiator. Now we can slide this into position. Start in your mounting bolt, snug it up, and torque it to 22 foot-pounds. Now we'll do the same to the other one. Now, once you're sure that the AC condenser and the radiator are secured to the body of the vehicle, we'll continue on with our forward trim panel. Once you have that in position, we'll continue on with all of our mounting pins. Push in the outer portion first and continue on to locking it in with the center. Now we can continue on to our jack handle. We'll slide this into place. Align it with the washer fluid tank and slide that into position as well. Okay friends, we fully installed that AC condenser in the vehicle. At this point, you want to make your way safely down to your trained professional and have them recharge the AC system. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.